There are numerous Arabs across the globe who, for various reasons, demand robust security measures. Whether it's their political clout, royal lineage, or staggering wealth, these individuals rely on some of the most elite protection teams available. For example, consider Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman or Sheikh Mansour from the United Arab Emirates. Both wield considerable financial and global influence. Similarly, figures like Prince Bandar bin Sultan, a key diplomatic player, and Queen Rania of Jordan, celebrated for her humanitarian efforts, also require heightened security. These, however, are merely a handful of examples. Let's delve into more prominent Arabs who depend on advanced protection and explore the rationale behind it. When you're someone like Mohammed bin Salman, effectively overseeing Saudi Arabia as its crown prince, tight security is non-negotiable. As the architect behind Vision 2030, a groundbreaking initiative to pivot Saudi Arabia's economy away from oil dependency, MBS has become a critical figure on the world stage. Yet, his ascent has not been without controversy, most notably the global uproar surrounding journalist Jamal Khashoggi's death, an act many hold him responsible for. This combination of widespread power and contentious relationships, both within the kingdom and internationally, underpins his need for unparalleled security. This protection includes a sizable contingent of personal guards, advanced surveillance tools, and support from the country's elite military forces, making his security apparatus one of the most extensive worldwide. His security team is said to be both immense and unwaveringly alert, guaranteeing the Crown Prince's safety at all times, whether he's residing in his opulent palace or traveling abroad for official engagements. With his significant power and influence, it's no surprise he ranks among the most heavily guarded individuals in the Arab world. For Mohammed bin Salman, maintaining his security is just another part of everyday life. However, MBS isn't the sole leader with a security entourage comparable to a private army. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Dubai's ruler, is equally familiar with the importance of staying well protected. Renowned not only for transforming a stretch of desert into a playground of luxury, but also as one of the most safeguarded Arab leaders on the planet. His layered security makes perfect sense. Why such an imposing protective presence? Well, when you're at the helm of a global business and tourism hub, making bold decisions and developing cutting-edge cities, it's unlikely that all feedback will be friendly. The Sheikh has spearheaded groundbreaking endeavors like the Burj Khalifa, the tallest structure on Earth, and led Dubai's meteoric rise as a major global player. His influence extends beyond urban projects, as he's been a driving force behind shaping the UAE's military and foreign strategies, steps that have sparked their fair share of international tension. His sphere of influence reaches far beyond regional boundaries, establishing him as a prominent figure not only in the Middle East but across the globe. With such authority, it's hardly surprising that his security setup rivals something out of a James Bond movie. Imagine elite operatives, state-of-the-art technology, and a motorcade that all but warns would-be troublemakers to keep their distance. Everywhere Sheikh Mohammed travels, an impenetrable web of top-tier protection surrounds him, ensuring his safety in a world where risks are all too real. Shifting our focus from Dubai's glittering skyscrapers to the rocky landscapes of Jordan, we now spotlight King Abdullah II, and not solely because of his royal title. King Abdullah II. He has led one of the Middle East's most stable nations, yet maintaining that balance comes with intricate challenges. As a symbol of moderation in a region fraught with extremism, he inevitably becomes a target. Why the need for such extensive protection? Well, his security measures are nothing short of formidable. They include advanced surveillance technologies, expertly trained bodyguards, and members of Jordan's storied special forces, providing a robust shield against any threat. These individuals are highly skilled professionals, trained to eliminate dangers before they even have the chance to materialize. As for the king, he's well-versed in military affairs himself. With experience as both a seasoned pilot and a former leader of the special forces, his background only enhances the formidable security network surrounding him. Jordan's role as a critical ally to Western nations, particularly the United States, has further escalated his need for robust protection. On top of that, navigating the complex political landscape he faces means there are certainly those who'd prefer to see him stumble. So, it's no surprise that King Abdullah II is accompanied by a serious and well-prepared security team. When you're dealing with as many volatile geopolitical challenges as he does, going the extra mile for safety isn't just wise, it's essential. Now, moving from Jordan's precarious political theater to Qatar's extravagant wealth and influence, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani takes the spotlight. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, stands not only as the ruler of one of the planet's richest nations, but also as the defense minister and the top commander of Qatar's armed forces. Considering his responsibilities, it's hardly surprising that he ranks among the most closely protected Arabs in the world. Back in 2014, Sheikh Tamim took steps to revive an ambitious initiative focused on upgrading the personal security of the ruling Al Thani family. This initiative, briefly mentioned in Tactical Weekly, was no minor effort. It demanded cutting-edge technology and came with a substantial price tag. While the precise costs have not been disclosed, it's evident that no measure was deemed too extravagant to safeguard the Emir and his family. Why such an emphasis on security? Well, managing a nation rich in oil and gas reserves, brokering peace in the Middle East, and hosting international events like the 2022 FIFA World Cup inevitably draws both admirers and opponents. In a world where his every step is scrutinized, Sheikh Tamim understands the importance of more than just securing the door. You construct a fortress to protect the treasure. Now, shifting our focus to another prominent figure with a reputation for serious security, let's discuss Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al-Saud. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al-Saud is well acquainted with both immense wealth and the necessity of extensive security measures. As a prominent member of the Saudi royal family and one of the richest individuals on the planet, his fortune boasts more zeros than most people could ever imagine. With his net worth reaching into the billions, it's hardly surprising that he ranks among the most vigilantly protected figures in the Arab world. What drives such heightened security? Owning substantial shares in global giants like Citigroup, Twitter, and the Four Seasons hotels naturally draws widespread attention, both positive and negative. Additionally, while he's widely recognized for his charitable contributions, his immense wealth and influence aren't appreciated by everyone. This, coupled with his occasionally controversial statements and highly publicized lifestyle, makes robust protection a necessity. Unlike the average person who might stress over locking their front door, Prince Al-Walid's security team ensures no one approaches him without prior authorization. And if you thought round-the-clock security was only a concern for the living, think again. The late UAE president, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, was safeguarded by a security system as formidable as his immense influence. This wasn't just any leader we're talking about. Sheikh Khalifa stood at the forefront of one of the wealthiest nations worldwide. With Abu Dhabi holding vast oil reserves, there was a great deal at stake, and his protection reflected that gravity. Why such intense security? Well, when you're overseeing billions in oil revenues, steering a nation that's central to Middle Eastern affairs, and influencing global markets, you're bound to draw some unwanted attention. His security measures left no room for error, comprising elite personnel, bulletproof everything, and advanced technology sophisticated enough to probably predict your breakfast choices. Yet, Sheikh Khalifa's legacy extended far beyond material wealth alone. He was recognized for advancing modernization in the UAE and elevating its global standing. However, with significant power comes the necessity for substantial protection. His immense wealth and influence rendered him a potential target, yet his robust security measures allowed him to lead the nation without constantly having to worry about potential threats. On the topic of heightened security, Saad Hariri, the former prime minister of Lebanon, operates under safeguards that reflect the high-stakes nature of Lebanon's often turbulent political environment. Hariri's name resonates across Lebanon's political domain, not only for his leadership, but also for the extraordinary level of protection surrounding him. As a former head of government, his heightened security needs stem from the region's unpredictable political climate, where leaders frequently face serious risks. This is especially significant given the fate of his father, Rafiq Hariri, who also served as prime minister and was tragically assassinated in 2005 in a devastating explosion that captured global attention. This painful chapter intensified the awareness of threats Lebanese political figures endure daily. Following in his father's legacy, Saad Hariri has managed the intricate and often contentious landscape of Lebanese politics, making decisions that have stirred reactions both domestically and internationally. In light of such a background, it's no wonder that Hariri is regarded as one of the most well-protected individuals in the Arab world. His security entourage operates on multiple levels, featuring personal bodyguards, bulletproof vehicles, and cutting-edge surveillance systems. In a region constantly mired in political instability, safeguarding oneself isn't merely an option, it's an absolute necessity. Given his family's legacy, Hariri spares no effort when it comes to his protection. But if Saad Hariri's security measures seem formidable, just wait until you learn about Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jabr Al Thani. Commonly known as HBJ, Sheikh Hamad is not only one of the Middle East's most powerful personalities, but also ranks among the most meticulously protected individuals in the Arab world. The reason? When immense wealth intersects with global controversies, the result is a security operation that feels like it belongs in an espionage novel. HBJ, Qatar's former prime minister, boasts an estimated fortune of $12 billion alongside a portfolio that positions him as a heavyweight in international affairs. From high-profile ventures such as Harrods to the Shard, he has built a reputation for extravagant investments. His taste for opulence is evident in his $300 million super yacht and a Picasso masterpiece valued at $179 million. But his story goes beyond just extravagant possessions. His security requirements stem in part from entanglements in legal and political controversies. From a prominent torture case involving a UK citizen to the enigma of a colossal jewel theft, Sheikh Hamad's life has been far from mundane. His name frequently surfaces in some highly precarious situations, necessitating a security team as robust as his expansive investment portfolio. While the Sheikh continues to grow his collection of luxury jewelry, his security personnel work behind the scenes to ensure that no new scandals intrude upon his life. Though Sheikh Hamad's security is focused on navigating high-stakes challenges, it's important not to overlook Prince Bandar bin Sultan, a figure whose career in diplomacy and politics has also made comprehensive protection a necessity. As a former Saudi ambassador to the US and a significant player in Saudi governance, Bandar's journey has been anything but typical. During his time in Washington, his influential diplomatic role brought him considerable attention, and with it, an unavoidable need for advanced security measures. However, Prince Bandar's requirements for protection extend beyond his prominent political ties, as they also arise from his involvement in sensitive matters, including negotiating high-stakes arms deals worth billions and addressing intricate geopolitical situations. His efforts have placed him at the center of both regional and global political landscapes. When you're the mastermind behind such monumental agreements, the risks are immense, and so is the need for extensive security protocols. Over the years, Bandar's name has surfaced in connection with numerous controversies, involving claims of corruption and political intrigue. His security team isn't just a symbolic presence. They actively address the dangers that come with being a prominent diplomat and influential power player. For anyone deeply involved in global politics and regularly entangled in high-profile controversies, enhancing security measures is a logical step, something Prince Bandar has clearly prioritized. While Bandar's security team navigates the complexities of political scandals, Khalid al-Mubarak al-Sabah's new position necessitates an equally formidable approach to personal protection. As Kuwait's newly designated crown prince, he faces an intense level of public scrutiny that would test the nerves of even the most experienced security teams. The robust protection surrounding him has become essential given the intricate and often precarious nature of navigating elite political spheres. Why such stringent safeguards? Khalid's role firmly situates him at the center of Kuwait's political arena, granting him immense power but also exposing him to significant dangers. His previous positions, such as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior, have solidified his status as a vital figure in Kuwait's governance, with a track record of managing delicate and potentially volatile situations. This combination of his high-profile responsibilities and associated risks puts his security at the forefront of national priorities. While most individuals might never find themselves in need of a security team that rivals a Hollywood action film, Khalid's position and the risks associated with it make such measures an unavoidable necessity. As he embraces his new responsibilities, one can only speculate about the extensive security team shadowing his every move, prepared to handle any unforeseen developments in the intense world of politics. It's not just men in the Arab world who require elite protection. Queen Rania Al Abdullah, renowned for her public presence and activism, is also surrounded by top-tier security. She's far more than just a global humanitarian and fashion icon. She is one of the most heavily protected women in the region. Her prominent position as a queen, along with her advocacy for education, gender equality, and progressive social reform, naturally necessitates an exceptional level of safety. Queen Rania's tireless efforts have brought her international acclaim, but they've also drawn the attention of those who oppose her forward-thinking ideals, making her a potential target. As a vocal opponent of extremism and an advocate for peace, her safety is paramount. Consequently, her protective measures are said to rival those of a state leader. Reports suggest her security team includes expertly trained bodyguards, cutting-edge surveillance technologies, and heavily fortified vehicles. She is consistently surrounded by a loyal team of security experts who prioritize her protection, whether she is participating in global summits or connecting with local communities in Jordan. Despite this constant watchfulness, Queen Rania remains deeply committed to engaging with the public and advocating for meaningful causes she passionately supports. This unique combination of courage and kindness has earned her admiration not just as a cherished monarch, but as a figure who necessitates top-tier security resources that wealth and influence can procure. While Queen Rania's status naturally requires exceptional protection, Sultan Haytham bin Tariq's recent developments in Oman illustrate the vital importance of stringent security measures for leaders reshaping their country's safety frameworks. Since assuming the throne in January 2020, Sultan Haytham has initiated substantial reforms to Oman's defense and security landscape. He reorganized the Defense Council, appointing members of the royal family and senior officials to ensure unwavering loyalty and operational efficiency. This restructuring involved the elevation of military officers and the establishment of pivotal roles aimed at strengthening national security. But why such stringent safeguards? Sultan Haytham's reforms, though considered essential for modernizing Oman's military and security sectors, have stirred considerable debate and carry certain risks. By replacing prominent figures in pivotal roles and bringing in new leadership, he has naturally faced some pushback. The enhanced security arrangements underscore the necessity of safeguarding against any potential repercussions resulting from these critical shifts. Sultan Haytham benefits from exceptional protection, bolstered by a reorganized defense council and an overhauled security council. Surrounded by an elite team from the Royal Guard and specialized forces, his safety is paramount amidst a dynamic political environment. If his security entourage resembles something out of an intense action blockbuster, it's because he is strategically maneuvering through a complex political framework. Both his position and protection are crucial for preserving stability in a region fraught with uncertainty. Sultan Haytham, however, isn't the only one with a formidable security network. Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan boasts an equally impressive setup. In fact, Sheikh Mansour's level of protection is so extensive that it could rival the secrecy of an elite intelligence agency. As the UAE's vice president and deputy prime minister, he holds an influential role in maintaining equilibrium in a region where political balance is of utmost importance. His prominent roles bring immense responsibilities, and his security measures reflect that reality. With multiple key positions, such as managing UAE sovereign wealth funds and holding a significant standing in global investments, he isn't simply a public figure. He's a cornerstone of international finance and politics. His safety is safeguarded by a highly coordinated network that includes royals, elite guards, special forces, and advanced surveillance, all working together to manage the challenges of his influential position. But why the intense security? Beyond his expansive power, he's a major player in high-profile ventures, such as owning Manchester City FC and other prestigious sports investments. This public and economic visibility, coupled with his substantial authority, demands a level of protection akin to that of a blockbuster movie protagonist. If you ever spot Sheikh Mansour flanked by a squad seemingly prepared for an action movie plot, it's because his role requires skillful navigation through the intricate web of global politics and finance, leaving no room for error or surprise. Up next, we have another individual with one of the most sophisticated security details worldwide, King Mohammed VI. Morocco's King Mohammed VI takes no chances when it comes to his safety. His protection? Among the most elite in the world, and for good reason. As a ruler who has steered Morocco through major reforms and wields substantial influence across Africa and the Arab world, ensuring his safety is a constant priority. Despite the presence of a top-tier security team, slip-ups can still occur. For instance, during a visit to Côte d'Ivoire, 5 members of his security detail were sent back for retraining due to errors. One of them was even caught using their phone while on duty. The king acted swiftly, replacing them without delay, almost as quickly as you could say security lapse. The protocols for royal security are so stringent that the use of cell phones has been completely banned within both the palace grounds and during official royal engagements. There's simply no room for distractions when it comes to safeguarding the monarch. Protected by an elite team at all times, it's evident that King Mohammed VI regards his personal security as seriously as his leadership. And when it comes to his son, Prince Moulay Hassan, the same high standards apply. As Morocco's future king, the prince benefits from an equally formidable security presence. Prince Moulay Hassan, the eldest son of King Mohammed VI of Morocco, is no ordinary teenager. As the crown prince and future king of the country, he is one of the most closely safeguarded individuals in the Arab world. His position demands a dedicated team of bodyguards, fortified vehicles, and seamless collaboration with Moroccan intelligence agencies to guarantee his security at all times. Whether he's going to school or representing his nation on the global stage, Moulay Hassan is enveloped in a sophisticated network of high-level protection. Yet, such intense security measures come with their own set of difficulties. In 2017, Khalid El-Wahi, who led Moulay Hassan's security detail, passed away suddenly from a heart attack under unclear circumstances. Conflicting accounts emerged, with some suggesting he was discovered in a hotel in Taitun, while others reported his death occurred after being transported to a military hospital in Rabat. The unexpected loss underscored the extraordinary demands and burdens placed on those responsible for safeguarding the young royal. Even so, Moulay Hassan continues to fulfill his royal obligations, all while carrying the immense responsibility of his future kingship. When your destiny involves ruling a nation, such an extraordinary level of security is well warranted. Prince Moulay Hassan's future role is safeguarded with meticulous care, and the same can be said for Sheikh Moza bint Nasser. As one of the most prominent women in the Middle East, she's accustomed to capturing the public's attention and understands the necessity of exceptional protection. Being the second wife of Qatar's former emir and the mother of its current leader, Sheikh Moza holds a significant position in the Qatari royal family, a status that naturally warrants a high level of security. Her impact reaches well beyond her nation's borders, given her pivotal involvement in global education initiatives and social reforms. Sheikh Moza has been a driving force behind Qatar's transformation in education, founding influential institutions like the Qatar Foundation and Education City. These achievements have earned her global recognition, along with the corresponding need for extensive protective measures. Although the specifics of her security arrangements remain undisclosed, it's reasonable to assume she is surrounded by a dedicated team of elite professionals around the clock. In a region where political unpredictability can rival the harshness of desert climates, an unwavering security detail is a necessity. But why such extreme precautions for Sheikh Moza? As someone spearheading both domestic and international projects, her safety is crucial. After all, working to improve the world is no easy task, and staying secure while doing so presents its own challenges. Shifting from Qatar's royals to a more contentious figure, Bashar al-Assad stands out as one of the most heavily guarded individuals in the Arab world, with his security measures resembling a near-impenetrable fortress. Bashar al-Assad, at the helm of a regime entrenched in a devastating civil war for over 10 years, has amassed a vast array of adversaries locally and globally. Accusations of severe human rights abuses and suspected chemical attacks have placed the Syrian leader firmly in the crosshairs of various groups determined to bring him down. Recently, Assad captured attention with a notable overhaul of Syria's security leadership, featuring a substantial personnel shift. Khifa Melhem stepped in to succeed Major General Ali Mamluk, a long-standing figure in Syrian intelligence since the 1980s, known for his reserved demeanor. This shakeup appears to signal Assad's intention to part ways with the legacy of his father, Hafez al-Assad, whose rule was characterized by a heavy-handed security apparatus. Through such changes, Bashar seems to be carving out a distinct identity for his government, separate from his father's authoritarian reputation. The reorganization may also hint at a calculated adjustment to evolving global alliances, particularly in light of Syria's complex ties with Russia and Iran. While some interpret these actions as a reaction to mounting internal and external challenges, others view them as ordinary political strategizing. Either way, one thing is clear: Assad takes his grip on security very seriously. His security system is built around an intensely fortified personal protection unit and a loyal network determined to keep any unauthorized individuals at bay. While Assad's security measures highlight the high-risk nature of his leadership role in Syria, General Khalifa Haftar's protective measures exemplify the robust precautions required of a prominent military figure in Libya. Both are deeply shielded, yet for distinct reasons tied to the volatile regions they influence. General Khalifa Haftar, this Libyan military leader, operates amidst a web of security precautions, an essential measure given the unpredictable and dangerous nature of Libyan politics. Haftar's elaborate security setup stems from his prominent and controversial role in Libya's civil war. As the head of the self-styled Libyan National Army, he has garnered intense opposition from rival factions. His contentious partnerships, such as those with Russia and the UAE, along with his utilization of paramilitary forces like Wagner Group fighters and pro-Assad Syrian militias, have made him a critical target for plots involving kidnappings or assassinations. To ensure his safety, Haftar employs a comprehensive security strategy featuring armored convoys, heavily armed bodyguards, and fortified strongholds designed to withstand assaults from adversarial forces and rival militia groups. His recent engagement with Russian officials, including a calculated trip to Moscow, shows the significance he places on safeguarding himself. Notably, current defense negotiations regarding air defense systems and naval facilities could significantly enhance his already formidable security infrastructure. While Haftar's security underscores the volatile nature of military politics, the next royal in focus, Princess Haya bin Hussein, owes her position on this list primarily to her notable ex-Princess Haya, embodies the reality that even prominent royalty may require more than a crown to ensure their safety. After her contentious divorce from Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, she became the target of threats allegedly from her former spouse. In a groundbreaking ruling by London's High Court, she was allocated an astonishing £11 million annually to fund her security measures. This significant sum provides for a range of protective resources, including armored vehicles, private aircraft, helicopters, and a dedicated team of bodyguards. The Sheikh's controversial history, which reportedly involves arranging the kidnappings of his own daughters and hacking Princess Haya's devices, highlights the seriousness of the danger she faces. Her security measures are reminiscent of a high-octane thriller, with armored cars even accompanying the princess and her children during vacations, and cybersecurity professionals always on watch. Her residence near Kensington Palace is equipped with state-of-the-art protection, such as ballistic-resistant blankets and advanced surveillance systems. The level of security surrounding Princess Haya is so extensive, it makes even Fort Knox seem like a casual setup. We all know the reason. Nothing quite embodies Protective X like an annual budget of £11 million. Finally, let's turn to King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, the ruler of Saudi Arabia and one of the wealthiest heads of state with an approximate net worth of $18 billion. As the leader of the kingdom, King Salman commands a security apparatus that resembles an impenetrable stronghold, a necessity given his immense personal fortune and global stature. His security details not only reflect his wealth, but also the critical role he plays in international affairs. From spearheading Saudi Arabia's intervention in Yemen to championing the ambitious Saudi Vision 2030 initiative, King Salman frequently finds himself under intense scrutiny, and not all of it is positive. This level of attention, coupled with a history of high-stakes threats and incidents, underscores the need for his unparalleled protection. One such tragic event was the assassination of his most trusted bodyguard, Major General Abdulaziz Al-Faghem, an individual who also served the late King Abdullah. His unexpected death sent shockwaves throughout the nation and fueled rumors of potential royal conspiracies. Some reports allege that Faghem might have been recently relieved of his duties due to his possession of critical intelligence, possibly concerning the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Speculation further suggests that Faghem's assailant may have ties to prominent figures within the Saudi royal family, though these claims remain unverified. Considering the prominence of his position and recent developments, it's hardly shocking that his security measures have been significantly heightened. After all, he holds the distinction of being the kingdom's most indispensable individual. From figures like Benjamin Netanyahu, safeguarded under the vigilant oversight of Shin Bet, to Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei, who trusts the renowned Gurkha Reserve Unit for his personal security, the globe's most powerful leaders always face heightened risks. Have you ever stopped to think about what's involved in protecting these global powerhouses? There's no need to speculate any longer. Stick around as we delve into the elite leaders with the most formidable security details and explore the intricate systems that surround them. To begin, let's turn our attention to President Yoon Suk-yeol of South Korea. When it comes to commanding figures in the international arena, Yoon Suk-yeol stands tall as a person of considerable influence. Sworn into office in May 2022 following a nail-bitingly close election win, Yoon entered his presidency with a reputation as a relentless prosecutor, unafraid to tackle corruption with the determination of a superhero rooting out villains in a metropolis. However, Even the most commanding leaders need an exceptional team by their side, especially when the metaphorical bullseye on their backs is as large as the one on President Yoon Suk-yeol. That's where South Korea's Presidential Security Service, or PSS, comes into play. While the United States Secret Service often grabs the limelight in the realm of global security, if you were to journey across the Sea of Japan, perhaps a bit less swiftly than imagined, you'd witness South Korea unveiling its own robust security measures through the PSS. Inspired by the American Secret Service, this elite organization operates with a quiet precision and commitment that's worthy of recognition. PSS personnel are meticulously chosen from the cream of the crop within South Korea's law enforcement and military sectors. Armed with intensive training and cutting-edge technology, these agents are fully prepared to address challenges ranging from international threats to domestic crises. The president's motorcade, for instance, is an imposing ensemble of armored vehicles equipped with advanced defensive systems, built to endure even the most severe assaults and ensure the president's protection while in transit. Additionally, the presidential residence, known as the Blue House, stands as a fortress-like stronghold. Its multi-layered security measures and frequent emergency drills make it well prepared to respond to scenarios ranging from terrorist plots to natural calamities. While President Yoon concentrates on steering South Korea's governance, the PSS remains steadfastly committed to ensuring his safety, operating discreetly, but always ready to act at a moment's notice. In the case of Israel, however, safeguarding Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is the responsibility of the Shin Bet, an agency dedicated to maintaining internal security. As Israel's premier security organization, the Shin Bet holds the critical responsibility of safeguarding Prime Minister Netanyahu, his family, and other senior government officials. To fulfill this mission, they utilize an array of strategies, including cutting-edge surveillance systems, meticulous intelligence operations, stringent security measures, and the deployment of elite agents specializing in counterespionage. Their equipment includes submachine guns, rifles, and advanced sniper rifles. When it comes to handguns, Shin Bet operatives often rely on trusted models, such as the Glock 17 and Sig Sauer P.226, prized for their dependability and precision in close-range scenarios. Moreover, the agents assigned to protect Netanyahu are seasoned experts, rigorously trained in diverse skills such as hand-to-hand combat, sharpshooting, and tactical maneuvering. These professionals are like the security world's equivalent of a Swiss Army knife, adaptable, resourceful, and always prepared for any situation. If anyone were foolish enough to pose a threat, they'd quickly find themselves up against individuals with capabilities that could give even Batman pause. But there's more to Netanyahu's protection than just skilled agents. His motorcade is a state-of-the-art convoy of armored vehicles and SUVs, meticulously engineered to withstand potential threats. These automobiles come fitted with cutting-edge protective features, such as bullet-resistant glass, fortified doors, and sophisticated communication equipment. Hassan al-Bolkiah of Brunei? Yes, the Sultan of Brunei practically bathes in wealth. With an estimated fortune exceeding $30 billion, Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah ranks among the richest individuals alive. Of course, his security arrangements must reflect his extravagant lifestyle. Let's be honest, if I had that kind of bank balance, I'd probably want a security squad straight out of superhero comic. And frankly, that's pretty close to what the Sultan has. Okay, maybe not actual superheroes, but the next best option, the Gurkha Reserve Unit, also known as the GRU. The GRU is celebrated for their unwavering discipline, fierce loyalty, and elite combat expertise. In short, they're the dream team of personal protection for anyone living with billions to their name. Nicknamed the Praetorian Guard, this group of former Gurkhas, commanded by retired British officers, serves a dual purpose beyond palace security. They act as Brunei's clandestine special forces, operating discreetly under the Sultan's direct orders. Known as the Brunei Gurkha Reserve Unit, they're armed with a wide array of weaponry to safeguard the Sultan. Their arsenal includes traditional Gurkha tools like the iconic kukri, a curved blade famed for its efficiency in close combat, alongside modern firearms such as assault rifles, pistols, and sniper rifles, catering to diverse security scenarios. The GRU masterfully merges the ancient martial skills of Nepal with contemporary military hardware to create a well-rounded security framework for the Sultan of Brunei. Comparatively in India, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's safety is entrusted to the SPG, an elite security team that functions as the Prime Minister's personal protection detail. Officially called the Special Protection Group, this unit is widely regarded as the benchmark for security in the country. Their expertise is particularly evident in managing the Prime Minister's motorcade, which features a convoy of bulletproof, luxury vehicles meticulously arranged for maximum protection. We're diving into the world of Mercedes Maybachs, fortified BMWs, and armored Range Rovers, all outfitted with state-of-the-art security systems designed to keep Prime Minister Modi completely protected. These vehicles are essentially mobile luxury fortresses. That's the level of sophistication found in his convoy. These cars deliver VR, 10-level armor, one of the highest grades of protection money can buy, capable of withstanding everything from small-caliber gunfire to an explosion equivalent to 15 kilograms of TNT. Now let's turn our attention to Olaf Scholz, the Chancellor of Germany. He's never without the vigilant support of the Federal Criminal Police Office, familiarly referred to as the Bundeskriminalamt or BKA. This elite squad of law enforcement specialists is equipped with cutting-edge tools and operates with legendary German precision. always ready to neutralize any potential threat targeting their principal. When traveling, the Chancellor's motorcade typically incorporates an array of vehicles carefully chosen for safety and efficiency. This fleet includes high-performance sedans, such as the Audi A8, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, and BMW 7 Series, all outfitted with top-tier security features and advanced communication systems. The German Chancellor's security is ensured by the BKA, which utilizes an array of weapons and specialized gear. Members of the BKA carry handguns like the Heckler & Koch or SIG Sauer models, ready for immediate defense if necessary. They are also armed with submachine guns, including the Heckler & Koch MP5 or MP7, for close-range protection scenarios. Central to their operations is the SGF, or Situation Center, essentially the command hub of the Tactical Operations Center. It is here that every aspect of the Chancellor's security measures is carefully strategized and managed. The BKA doesn't function in isolation, however. It works hand-in-hand with other agencies, such as the Uniformed Federal Police and various state police forces, to establish a robust, layered security system. Additionally, their cooperation extends to international entities like Europol and Interpol, emphasizing that safeguarding the Chancellor is a globally coordinated mission. Now, let's talk about King Mohammed VI of Morocco. He is not only a monarch, but also a powerful figure in the business world. Estimates of his fortune vary widely, spanning from $2.1 billion to upwards of $8.2 billion. When wealth and influence reach such heights, having elite protection becomes a necessity rather than a choice. This is precisely why the Moroccan Royal Guard exists, a top-tier team of bodyguards meticulously chosen to safeguard Mohammed and his royal entourage from any potential threats. The roots of this distinguished force trace back to the year 1699, during the reign of Alawi Sultan Mule Ismail. It was then that the Abid al-Bukhari was established, a military corps made up of black slaves organized into permanent units of infantry and cavalry. These soldiers, often referred to as the Black Guard, were named in reference to the color of their skin. They were recruited from the Haratin, a group of black people from southern Morocco and sub-Saharan Africa, as well as other black communities in the region. Over time, the Black Guard evolved into what is now known as the modern Moroccan Royal Guard. Equally impressive is the motorcade belonging to the King of Morocco. From premium sedans like Mercedes-Benz S-Class to the sophisticated BMW 7 Series, the Royal Guard ensures His Majesty travels with unmatched security and reinforced luxury. However, when a defensive stance shifts to offensive action, their arsenal covers an extensive array of firearms, including the SAR-21, M16A2, FNFAL, AK-47, and M4A1 rifles. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, one of Africa's most pivotal nations, relies on formidable security measures to safeguard his position. To this end, his protection is entrusted to the State Security Service, SSS, more formally recognized as the Department of State Services, DSS. This agency serves as the backbone of Nigeria's domestic intelligence and protection, preventing potential threats within its borders. Established on June 5, 1986, following the disbandment of the National Security Organization, the DSS was created to reinforce the country's intelligence capabilities. The operatives of this organization are equipped with a variety of weapons, enabling them to effectively neutralize risks to the president. Known for its secrecy, the DSS operates with highly classified personnel and a non-disclosed budget, directly reporting to the office of the president.